Hi, today we are looking at how we can create PDF files from a Notion form. For this, we are going to see commission agreement form. So as you can see, once the user fills in all the details in this particular form and they click on submit, the responses will go to the responses side of the database over here. I already have created two dummy submissions out of the particular form and have created two responses inside the database. I'm looking to create PDF files on automation from the responses that come up over here at the moment when the responses get captured. For this, we'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. This will help me create PDF files on automation from Google Document with the help of a Notion database. So basically, we already have this Notion database available on our workspace. We need to create and design a Google document which will be helpful to create the PDF files with the template created in it. You can create any PDFs such as reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, or quotations which are generating on a day-to-day basis on your business. Click on create PDF and quickly sign in, and then we will understand the rest of the automation steps on how to create PDFs out of that. So I'm going to quickly sign in and then I will show you the remaining steps for the automation. So once you are logged in, you will be asked to add a Notion database. Once the database is added from here, we need to connect the database with a document, which will the template file. And finally, we can map all the properties of the database one after the other onto the document to create the PDFs. So let's click on add Notion database. This will allow us to add the database. Let me copy this entire database title from here and I will put it simply inside the select pages field. So I will put it inside the search pages field, and you can see that a particular form will appear over here. Let me click on this and it is already added. Okay, so now if you see, I already have that particular commission agreement form added up over here. Whenever you're adding a database, always enter the database inside the search pages and add it. Do not add the database by selecting these top level pages, because if you do that, the databases being added will not be added correctly and your experience will not be smooth. So always and always enter the database inside the search pages to add it. Along with this, if your database contains any relation properties and they're connected to, let's say, database A or database B through relation properties, you also need to add database A and database B over here to have the relational roller properties come up. So until unless you do not add the main database as well as any relational databases, you will not have the PDF file created with relational roller values coming up in the PDF file. So I do not have any relation properties over here, so I'm going to go ahead with allow access, and then we will see the remaining steps for the automation. So once you click on allow access, it will give you access to the database, which we can use for the remaining steps of the automation. Now, sometimes the database may not load up correctly for you, which got loaded up over here. But if it is not loaded up, so you can simply reload the database once or twice, and you will be able to see the particular database appear over here. It takes a while to load the database, so you can have some patience while loading the same. Okay, so my commission agreement form is still not yet open. So let me try to refresh it once again, and then we will be able to see the database appear over here in a moment. It takes a while to load the database at times, so please have patience and try to reload the same, which will automatically appear. So you can see the agreement form is appearing over here. If I scroll down, I can see all the properties of the agreement form also visible over here. Let me add a document which I'm going to connect with the form. If you already have a commission agreement document available on your drive, you can go with existing document, and you can choose any existing document available on your drive which can be used. Okay, I do not have any such existing document available, so I'm going to add a demo document instead. And I just clicked on Notion database. Let me go back. So let me add the document over here. Okay, so let it for load the agreement form, and let me add the document with the demo document. Okay, so I'll go with the demo document, and it will create me a sample document over here which I can use for the automation. So let me remove this part which I do not need, and I have all the placeholders automatically added. So every property in the database what you see over here is automatically created inside double curly brackets in this document. Okay, and when the PDF will be created, all these placeholders inside double curly brackets will be replaced with the values from the database one by one, and they will be generated. As an example, the commission structure that you see over here will be replaced from the commission structure that you see over here, and the PDF will be created after that. Okay, so before generating the PDF, we need to define the PDF file name. So I want to create the PDF file by the received by field that we have over here. So I will go with received by field, and all the files will be created by that property. And alongside that, if you scroll to the right side of the database, you will be able to see these two additional columns, generate PDF and PDF file. If any record is marked as ready to generate, the PDF file will be created for those specific records, and then they will be created right inside the database. So make sure to set the records as ready to generate, which are going to create as PDF file, so that the PDF file will be created right over here. Now everything is all set up. Let's click on download PDF, and now my PDF file will be directly created inside the database, which I can use for the rest of the steps. So it takes a while to load the database, and your document will be downloaded onto the downloads directory. Okay, and as well as it will be stored right inside the database. So let me click on this so that I will be able to view the file, and you can see all the placeholders have been correctly mapped with the database values. Let me click on the second record, and I will be able to see the second record as well. So you can see it just created two documents, and all the fields have been correctly mapped with the dummy values that I had used. Okay. Now, beautiful thing is that if you want to automate this process, simply click on Setup Notion Automation, and now this process will be forever automated. So this means you do not need to use PDF output to create the PDF files. All you need to do is whenever user clicks on Submit and a new response comes up over here, you can mark it as ready to generate, and the PDF will directly be created right inside the database. This removes the necessity to use PDF output to set up everything from start till the end and create the PDF. Rather, whenever a new submission comes up, just turn it to ready to generate, and the PDF will directly be created over here inside the database. So this makes it really easy and convenient to use, and it is completely hassle free, and you can directly create the PDFs right inside the database for your use case, thus removing the necessity to use PDF output tool to generate the PDF files. I hope this explanation was clear to you. If you still have questions, just use the chat bubble at the bottom of the page and send me a message on your queries. I'll be able to assist you with any issues on this. Or else, if you want to directly reach out to my inbox, I have this contact section available at the bottom, which you can use to send me any messages out of this. So you can send me an email right over here, and I'll be able to assist you with this. You can even have a demo session available. So if you click on book free demo, you will be able to